Ken Cartwright. You've been poaching on my land. Now come on out. Out there? Been shot. All right, and he must have been shot too. We better get out of here. Why should we run? We ain't done nothing. Well, maybe not. But you still got the smell of Huntsville prison on you. We all have. It's in that suit of clothes they gave you. Start asking questions. The finger's gonna end up pointing right here. I've heard that. Once you've served time, they don't let you forget it. It ain't gonna be like that. Not where I come from. You can stay if you want to. I'm getting out of here. Not that I got anything to hide. Yeah, how do we know that? Because I'm hunting by yourself all afternoon. Well, so are you. And you come back with Janie. We all did. Yeah, we're all in this together. Well, let's get out of here. We'll keep the horse. That way we'll get a little extra time in case they come looking for it. He's lame. Only thing he's gonna do is hold us up. All right. All right, let it go. Hurry up, find it. Come on, Paige, come on. Stinking prison.
Use Kayak to book flights on days that cost less. Download the Kayak app now.
At Take 5, you stay in your car because we're faster than you think.
All the change is done.
That was so fast I didn't even have time to finish knitting these sweaters. Oh well.
Cheese!
Take 5. To stay in your car, 10-minute oil change.
What in the world is this?
Well, we're out looking for some poachers this afternoon. We were worried about him when his horse came limping in with his saddle on.
We rode back out to Oak Crawler. Joe saw our Paul last time. Found a campfire there. Looked like 2 or 3 men had been around. Found some of Paul's horse tracks there, but we didn't see no sign of our Paul.
We should have tried looking for him right away.
Joe, you can't track men in the dark. You know that. But have just been fumbling around out there.
Oh, boy, what makes you so sure your pa's dead? Boy, that's my pa's blood on that saddle. He was killed by some stinking lousy poacher.
We found just some ashes around the campfire.
Huntsville prison. That's right. Right, my pa found men like that, convicts, poachers. They wouldn't think any more about killing him than they would shooting a deer. I believe you're right.
Boys, here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to wire Huntsville. I'll find out if there's any prisoners been released or escaped from there lately. Then I'm going to get a posse. And I'm going to start looking for your pa. I know it ain't going to be easy to get a posse together this time of night, but I'll get some. Believe me that. You boys can wait here.
No, Roy, we're not going to do any waiting. We're going back to the campsite. It'll be dawn by the time we get there and we can start tracking.
Now, you just hold on. That's all right if you want to go looking for him. But if you find him, remember, that's a case for the law. Do you remember that?
Just get your posse together.
My name's Cartwright. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
No, I don't answer no questions.
This is important.
Look, I just mind my relay horses and mind my own business, and that's all.
Now, look, I said we want to talk to you, old man.
Now, look, you go fly up there. I'm not scared of you.
Wait a minute, Mr. What's your name?
Pete's my name.
Pete. We've been riding all night. We're kind of tired. My younger brother here's a little tireder, a little touchier than the rest of us, so... What he's trying to say is that we want to find some information.
Oh, well, that makes a mighty difference. You know, gee, this must have been my lucky day. You know, early this morning, 3 other fellas came in here, and they gave me $1 too.
Other? What fellows?
Well, they worried about Dawn, and they gave me $1 to fix them up with some coffee and some beans.
Well, That's what we want to know. Now, was there another man with him, an older man with gray hair?
No, they were just young fellas, and they were,
How many of them were there?
Three young fellas, all hungry and all in a hurry.
What they look like?
I don't know. You see, last week I broke my glasses, so I couldn't tell you what they looked like.
What else do you know aside from the fact that they were young?
Let me see. Yeah, there was one. There was one they called Page. And then there was another fella, and he didn't have a coat.
What else?
Well, while they were eating their victuals, I took the horses down to the water trough to water them. And I noticed there was a rifle on one of the saddles, all covered in oilskin. I took a look at it, and it sure was a mighty fine rifle.
I ought to see on it.
Yeah, it sure did. In silver. Does that mean something?
Yes, it does. Now, do you remember which one of them had the gun?
No. 3 men got on 3 horses and rode away. That's all.
Which way?
You see, they went every which way.
It's a straight answer, will you, please?
I gave you a straight answer. They all went in different directions. One fellow went up the mountain towards Kobe, another one went west, and another went south. That's what I meant. They went every which way.
All right. This is where we split up.
Look, fella. What have they done?
Kill that Pa.
They killed your pa? Well, if I'd known that, I never would have took nothing from them. Not a cent.
Which one do you want, Joe?
Take the one on up to Kobe.
I'll head south.
You're gonna kill him? You're gonna kill him like they killed your pa?
Let's go.
Garfield, dinner time!
The eating you're about to see will not be pretty. When this indoor cat goes on an outdoor adventure, he'll need a little help from his best friend.
He got mad skills.
The Garfield movie, rated PG.
Get 3.9% APR plus 1,000 purchase allowance on the 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Now, you're gonna be all right, mister. You got Jacob J. Dolman's word on it. Right now, you're recovering from 2 bullet wounds. That will knock you out long enough for me to get the one out of your shoulder. Yeah, I'm glad you came, too. I was hoping for some company. We still got 20 miles to Carson City.
Carson City.
Easy. I was through there the day before yesterday.
I understand you're going to a funeral. We don't want any more funerals, right?
Yeah, go do it.
Okay, so by now we all know that.
I was blown away when I saw the design of the new GE Profile Smart Window Air Conditioner. So in this video, we're going to show you how this guy works and what sets it apart from all of the other window units on the market. I want to start by saying this video is not sponsored by GE. I have no affiliation with them. I saw this AC unit and I was super intrigued, and I have been loving this AC unit. So what makes this window AC unit so much different than all of the rest? Well, it's pretty clear. This GE Profile is a saddle design. So number one, it's much safer than a traditional window unit in that it's not going to fall out, or someone can't just rip it out nearly as easily. But the great part is that you have complete view out of your window. It's not unsightly and blocking out the space of that window. It just looks really nice, like it's meant to be there. Now, the other cool feature about this is not only is it a saddle type design, but it can expand up to 13 3/4 inches, which is massive. If you think about a standard wall, it could be about 8 inches for wood framing. If it's concrete, it could be 10 inches, but this thing goes to almost 14 inches, so it can be put in pretty much any window application. Now, as far as the installation process, I did this all by myself. You don't even really need 2 people. It's not super heavy, And because it has that saddle in the middle, you can kind of grab onto it, set it in your window, and you're good to go. Alright, so our unit is in place. As you can see, this was the factory holes, and we moved it over to the next set. They don't mention that in the instructions, but the sets are like 2 inches apart. All we have to do now is get these pushed up against the siding of the house, and that'll keep this from coming down. Alright, so the arms are extended out. Alternatively, what you could do if you don't want to extend it out to the next one is you can actually drill with a self-tapper into this, no problem. They just have preset holes here that are about 2 inches apart. So the arms are out, this is fully supported, and it's pretty solid thus far. We're going to get these sealed up, and we'll show you how this works. Alright, so the unit is set in place, and I just wanted to show you how this is kind of configured here. So basically we have a stopper here. This prevents anyone from trying to pull this open, and it works really well. It has these little grooves here to keep it really secure. And then we have these foam pieces. So the kit comes with a big block of foam. You simply cut it to whatever size these squares are, and then you put these little tabs in, and they can adhere to the actual unit so they don't move around. And then you'll notice there's some little gaps here and maybe at the very top. It also comes with this clean looking white adhesive insulation, so we can put that here if we wanted to, and kind of all the way around really would look nice, but being as this is a temporary install, I'm not going to put this on, but it does come with this. Now it also comes with this, and one thing that I noticed is that when it is working a lot, you'll have a water splashing sound primarily on the outside. Sometimes you can hear it on the inside, but this actually really mitigates it because this sound can go through this from outside. So there's this little foam piece, and it's perfectly sized to where you can just tuck it, hide it behind this window trim piece, and that really mitigates the sound to where you can't hardly hear it inside. And then the unit also comes with these 2 foam blocks, one of which is there to prevent any damage from your trim. And so you can place that there, and then one under here as well. The controls are very easy to use. We simply have a power button here. We have a sleep button, which is great. What that does is it puts it in a lower sound mode for about 8 hours while you're sleeping, and then it'll ramp back up once that 8-hour timer has elapsed. Then we have the temperature adjustment, speed adjustment, and mode. And this also has a dry feature, so it acts as a dehumidifier as well. And then of course we have our filter light that tells us when to replace the filter. And that takes us into the last button, which is the Wi-Fi feature. Again, something that makes this super awesome. So the app is really easy to download.
A real Kodiak breakfast fuels the fun, the epic, every day.
The industrial grade products you need. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, folks, moving along.
I don't think there's anyone in the entertainment business who is more talented, more versatile than Michael Landon. He's a fine actor, writer, director, also happens to be a good friend. And he's hosting the People's Choice Awards on another network on March 12th. And he'll star in a special episode of Highway to Heaven on March 21st at 8 p.m. on NBC. Will you welcome Michael Landon?
Boy, what a week I had.
Yeah?
I had a terrible experience. You know, I moved into the ranch.
Oh, you finally moved into your place, huh?
Moved into the ranch. I'm in the smaller place until they finish here. But I want to move in, get the kids used to it, get to know the neighbors. Well, I've got the nicest neighbors, right? And I've got, you know, all the pets I've got. I've got parrots, I've got dogs, I've got horses. The next door neighbor family, it's a husband, wife, 2 kids. They have one pet, a rabbit, right? Beautiful rabbit. They go away skiing for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I go out to get the paper Saturday morning. My dog, Albert, is sitting by the front steps. He's got the rabbit in his mouth. Now, what do? I get the dog, I take it in the house. The kids start to, oh my, I said, look, we cannot tell them. I mean, these are our new neighbors. You can't tell them that my dog killed their rabbit. I'm going to live a lie. I take the rabbit in the kitchen, I wash the rabbit off, a lot of dirt on it. I blow dry the rabbit. I sneak into his yard and I put the rabbit back into the hutch. Monday morning, I go out to get the paper. There he is, waves. He's wonderful. Say, how was the weekend? I'm playing it cool. Skiing good? I said, yeah, powder, beautiful. He said, but boy, a weird thing happened over the weekend. I said, oh, what was that? He said, well, you know that rabbit I had? I said, the rabbit? Oh, yeah, you have a rabbit, yeah. He said, well, the strangest thing happened. He said, the rabbit died on Friday, and the family and I went out and buried it. Said I came home, and this morning it was in the hutch again.
Clean as could be.
Believe it or stop it.
Okay, and stuff it. We'll be right back. Stay where you are. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Talking with Michael Landon.
You only had a chance to talk briefly before the show, but you did something that I know you got a great kick out of. You flew the Navy's precision flying team, right?
Right, the Blue Angels, right. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Matt Seaman was my pilot in an F-18, and I think we've got a piece of tape on it.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
It's marvelous to watch. And then we'll come back and talk. Watch the monitor.
I'm getting strapped in.
Is this the first time you've done this?
First time.
Yeah.
A helmet has never seen that much hair in its lifetime. There's the F-18.
Pretty.
Unbelievable aircraft, all computerized. I got to fly it. As a matter of fact, once we were up, he put his hands up on top of the cockpit, but I have a feeling he was still doing something with his legs. I went down, he trusted me during that.
Isn't that a pretty flight?
Isn't that lovely? The first thing we're going to do on takeoff, you'll see it pop straight up. It pulls about 6.4 G's on the.
And they just go right
on the
straight
tail. Here we go.
Look at that.
Now we're doing. Well, I did that. I was able to fly that and do that. Right. These are where they take it a piece at a time. The heaviest we pulled during the flight was 6.9 G's.
Once I graduated, I felt like the sky was the limit. And you taught me that it was practical to set huge goals and actually accomplish them. I built a very successful corporate career, and I also built a very successful business. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I've been able to carve this path. These are all things that allow me to thrive.
Official police business.
Oh, every murder. Every guest star. I'm so glad you've come down. Every Barnaby.
There's a windfall coming your way.
See all of Midsummer Murders on Acorn TV.
Now he's doing a stall out. We're going about 110 miles an hour. And it's strictly the jet that's holding the plane up.
Shows you what they can do.
Yeah. You'll see another, I think another one goes by and we're going about 600. No, not this case. That is amazing, though, isn't it? Look at that, 110. Yeah, there we are, coming back. I didn't want to come back.
What a kick. What a kick.
Oh, it was an experience of a lifetime. It was so much fun. A great bunch of guys.
That's really nice. Yeah, those are the best of the best, those guys who do the Blue Angels.
There's that happy.
Yes. Once on the show, I told you. Once on the show, that was about 1966. I went out to Las Vegas. Nelson flew with the Air Force Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
In their precision show.
Yeah, they're great. They have jets now, yeah.
I was wondering why the guy went out and yelled, contact. They had jets. Get out of here. I went through about 20 minutes of maneuvers, and I really started to feel, you feel like you want to throw up, but you don't know which direction up is.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I know you were in formation.
Yeah.
And when you're in formation, the best way to think of it is that the plane in front of you, or slightly above you in front, is closer to you when you're sitting in the cockpit than your head is to your feet.
Wing frankly,
At 600 miles an hour, all those maneuvers are going.
Yeah, did you always know how to fly? I mean,
Well, the first time I ever flew was when I came to California. I was 17 years old, and the flights were very slow then.
They have jets?
I couldn't sleep. No jets at all. No. Just the rubber band.
Yeah, of course.
And it was a real slow flight, and I couldn't sleep on the plane. And when I got to, when I was 20 years old, it was my second flight. Like when I was 20. And I was working on a picture at Paramount, and I had to fly to Miami, but the only way to get there was to go to New York and then down to Miami. And I would have to fly all night, most of the day, and then do a show that night. And I wanted to sleep on the plane. And I never had a sleeping pill in my life. This is true. This is not believable stuff. So I said to my doctor, I said, is there anything I can take to sleep on the flight? So he gave me 2 pills, 2 Secanols. He said, you take 1 sleeping pill. He said, you should go to sleep.
I'm going to just need, excuse me.
Oh, it's all right. All together?
No, I didn't want to. I was afraid I was going to do the right.
I thought you were going to cry.
Right in the middle of your story. Excuse me, I thought I was going to sleep. There's no, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. Excuse me, I really didn't. So we gave you 2 Secanols.
So he said, take 1 Secanol. If that doesn't do it, maybe a half an hour later, take another one. So I take the Secanol. I'm like this. Everybody else is putting the lights up. Blankets, pillows. I take the other. I'm like this. The stewardess goes by. I'm the only one with a light on. She said, you can't sleep. I said, no, I don't know what it is. She said, the best thing on a flight is bourbon. Now, I'd never had to drink a hard liquor. I was 20 years old.
With 2 Secanol in it?
Right. I never had to drink. I didn't put anything about sleeping pill. She brings me the little bottles of bourbon. I have 3, 4 of these little things, right? Now, this is true. Now, I'm not asleep at this point, but sounds are miles away, and I'm covered in sweat. And all of a sudden, about 5 in the morning, I go out. And I wake up, 6 in the morning. The sun is just beginning to in the horizon. And I look down. I'm wearing white pants, and I've wet my pants. I mean, there's a giant, like a huge Japanese flag is here. There's a guy sleeping next to me. I am so embarrassed. I open up this little case I had with me, and I take out some talcum powder. And I turn on the blowers. I got his blower aimed over here. I have my feet on that little thing where the oxygen mask runs. My feet are up like this. Now I'm putting talcum. I'm hoping that the white talcum will match the pants. And I'm doing this. And you ever get the feeling that someone's looking at you? You know what I mean? And here's the guy next to me. Looking at me like that. I ended up going into the men's room, carrying a bag here, a bag behind me. Went to the men's room, and this is before they passed the law that you had to have 1 free toilet. And I had to change my clothes in the middle of the men's room at LaGuardia Airport.
Is that a true story?
This is a true story.
You didn't know that you should not?
No, I didn't get into the show I was supposed to go to. I got there late and didn't have a ticket. They wouldn't let me in, and I was in the show.
Do you leave it?
No, this is...
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
We talked about the one movie you made, but when you made Bonanza, that's when you really became known all over the world, right?
Oh, yeah. It was,
it was almost instantaneous.
Yeah, and it was
difficult to go from relative obscurity.
Relative.
All of a sudden,
even my relatives didn't know it. It was a big. Well, you know what it's like. It's the day before. Nobody notices you. Your average height. You're an average-looking person. The day after you're the star of a series, you look taller than everybody. You're better looking. Your voice is better. People see exactly what they want to see.
Yeah.
Exactly. And of course, the Cartwrights, we all did get taller. We wore those big boots.
Yes.
Every day, everybody would be a different size. We continue to put boots on.
Which one of you didn't particularly like riding horses? Wasn't there one of them?
Well, none of us the first week. I mean, we all ate standing up at the bar. We could not sit down. Oh, it was agony. I mean, the funniest thing was to see the poor guys trying to write up. You know, it's 1/8 of a page in a script. It could take days. The poor Cartwrights
just to write
out.
The same place at the same time.
Oh, sure. Because these horses leave. Whoever gets on first and rides out, the other horses go. They don't care. And Lauren, if you look at the old Bonanza shows, you'll see Lauren's mouth moving. Don't you ride out. Don't you ride out, damn it. You watch it.
You guys never had any girlfriends in there at all, did you?
Huh?
You're 4 grown men and you never had any girlfriends. You're on the ranch all by yourself. I'm not.
A lot of rumors about that. There were. There were a lot of rumors about the Cartwrights being homosexual. There were great.
I didn't mean that. I wasn't.
And I am here to set the record straight. We were not. Thank God Hop Singh was.
You don't have a series regularly now. You've had a series, on television with Bonanza and Little House and then Highway to Heaven.
Right. Yeah, for 30 years. Yeah.
A regular series. Now you don't have a regular series. How do you kill all the time? Or do you?
It's the first time I've really taken a great deal of time off. I'm enjoying it. Doing a little more vacation than usual with my kids and spending more time with the kids.
You've got 22 kids, something like that?
No, it's still 9.
You have
vacation just started.
Hassle with kids. 9.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of grandkids, another one on the way.
You don't look old enough to have grandkids. You really don't.
Yes.
No, you don't. You're a young-looking guy.
Yes.
Did you?
I have this horrible painting in my attic.
Now, is this your normal color for the hair? All right.
John, how many times have I been on this show with white hair? You ask me if it's... Yeah, I'm an angel. I go... You think I don't love you? I had my roots done to come here.
I suppose that's in the Bonanza days when you guys used to do that.
Oh, gosh, the guys always... 2 different attitudes about hairpieces. Dan Blocker wore a hairpiece and Lorne Green wore a hairpiece. Dan would do gags with his hairpiece. He'd sit in a restaurant and sneeze and let it fall over so that it hung in front of his eyes. But pretended he didn't know. And you know how people want to look, but they're afraid to... I mean, you don't stare at a 340-pound guy, you know what I mean? Lorne would never... I mean, when he'd go in the makeup department and have a hat on, and the door of the makeup department looked like an apartment in New York City, the 8 locks, right? And then he'd come out and it would be there. One day he had to jump off a ship in the B tank at Paramount. Well, when he jumped in, we used to call it the gray rat. It stuck on the top of the water. And Lorne went under. So the assistant director immediately, all right, turn it off, boys, and walk away from it. He wants to pretend no one noticed. Well, Dan and I can't wait to see Dad without it. So we're leaning over the thing, waiting for Lorne to come up. He doesn't come up. He doesn't come up. Bubbles come up. And now it looks like the ad for Deliverance. Remember the hand that comes up? He's searching. And he finds it. Under he goes. I mean, he held his breath for 40 minutes. He came up and he had it on him like a parade.
Welcome to the exciting world of storming jackpots. Start by selecting a 1, 5, 10, or 25-cent denomination to initiate gameplay. Each option will increase the minimum bet values. Minimum bets will range from between 50 cents and $4. Discover where to play storming jackpots and other amazing Aristocrat games through a terminal operator near you.
My next guest comes directly. We're a little out of order tonight because he's taping his special and he has to come over here and then he has to leave. All I can say about Don Rickles is that I've always felt that it was a shame that Martin Bormann didn't live to see his firstborn. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Don Rickles?
I'm here for the rodeo. Forgive me for my dress, John, but I'm working and I had no idea there was going to be a wedding tonight or something. And I'm working over at the other network and I couldn't get dressed up for this cockamamie affair. But it's a great night. The president, Don Durgan, is that his name? Don Durgan, who cares? He was in the back in the hall, walking around going, I'm the president. He told that to Reagan, who stepped on his hand and left. Governor Reagan was thrilled. Why am I talking to you? I don't even like the show. Anyway, I kid about Joey. I know him a lot of years.
I can't wait.
What the whole thing is, for God's sake, let me talk.
Well, listen, wait a minute. Who told me you're imitating me? His name is not Reagan. It's Reagan. It's Governor Reagan. And once he explained that to me while I was introducing him. It was practically an insult. I call him Reagan, and he says, Jack, the next time you introduce me, it's Ronald Reagan. So I said to him, the next time you introduce me, it's Benny Tabaski. That's my right name.
I didn't know that.
I hope I didn't spoil anything.
No, Jack, I was rolling along here. My mother would say, is Jack Benny, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, very good. Sure, like this dear friend is in the back walking around trying to find out what the affair is about.
Johnny, it's great to see that how you, on your anniversary, you sit in a big chair and we all sit here like a group of people in a wheat field. Sitting there like King Farouk ran out of grapes. The humility in the class, now that you mix with Freddie, your producer, I didn't recognize Freddie, did you know that? Freddie, over here with the light is. He just sits in the stool going, I'm in charge. It's a great treat, really, to be able to be with you 10 years. You know, I remember you started with that, you were talking about it at CBS the other day when you worked in that studio. What was the show you had there?
I did a show in the same studio you're in now.
Yeah. And what was the name of the show, Johnny? Don't stay awake today.
Oh, geez.
Can hardly wait to get back to Bel Air and go, I'm wealthy.
It's called the Johnny Carson Show.
It was called the Johnny Carson Show. Well, wonderful, John. The Colonel's also will talk to Ed. Ed, maybe you can put the rubber band on your ear and play Marine Corps pilot for us. You don't have to know, Jack. He's making a lot of money for it. Isn't it great role what he's talking? Jack said he came up in the dressing room in the Sahara Hotel in Las Vegas, and that's the city when I was appearing there. And you were very sweet and fine. In fact, we had dinner together. I had, my wife and I had steak, and we had to leave one boiled egg. And he does, watching his diet, and he came up and he said, you know something, you see, I watched you on the stage for years in the lounge of the Sahara. True, Jack, what I'm saying? And he said, you know, you came on with some of the words and the things, you see. And I said to Mary, I said, the kid's got to get killed. Because any that can come on that strong, there's got to be crazy. Now, today, now that we hear Humphrey Bogart? No. Oh,
Now you see why I pinched it for him?
that was good, Johnny. Good to see you get that poison out. Even on your anniversary, you always got to snap at the little Jew, huh? With the trouble in the world, I'm really just neutral.
Before this evening is over, there'll be more Jews out here than anybody else.
And by the applause, Jack, warm up the car. We're in trouble. Say, in all fairness to you, John, it was Johnny Carson. I know you get embarrassed about this. Johnny Carson was the first guy to start me on television in nighttime form and bring my ridiculous kind of format to the public. And then Joey on ABC followed it up and kept me going pretty good. And I must say, Johnny, and very honestly, because my name was like, oh, here he comes, you know, and you were great. You sat at the desk and you had me on the show many times. And I say this with all sincerity. We know each other. We don't see each other that often socially. I have begged. But I don't want to sit up in the room in the nude looking at stars. He loves astrology, and he sits there in the nude going, oh, Venus is sick. Anyway, what? I don't know, but they're laughing. What do you care? Why, they said, look at these people. They were in line all night going, move up, Al. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I should have seen him on the bus. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, for 10 years, may you have 10 more. And may you be blessed, really, for being kind to me and mine and my dear ones. You are good. I know you mean that. With all of that. I know you say. You got it. Look.
Don really wasn't kidding about coming like this, because you're in the middle of taking it.
I only have enough for her interview. And I think I might have wasted the $10 because she's kind of not really answering the questions a whole lot right now. Huh? So I tell you what, come on in, join on it. Let's try to figure out what's going on. So how do you know this young lady, first of all?
I know Ashley because, to be honest, we both did cocaine and crack cocaine, that is. She sells her body for crack. And,
how much does she sell it for?
I don't have time for her games. She play them all the time.
She always do.
She gives people money. She don't do the services. She films them. She have people mad at her, trying to put their hands on her.
So she be saying she's gonna have sex with dudes or do whatever.
And she runs off the money.
And then she run off on the plug.
Yeah.
See, that's why I give you the money at first. You think I'm a dummy? You seem like you could have been, pretty and everything else. You have a natural beauty to yourself. But you ended up out here. And out here addicted to crack and selling yourself. How did that happen? So listen, here's the thing.
Helping a lot of people that's out here with little cash I do,
I can dig it, man. So let me ask though. Ultimately, was you trying to have sex with her? What's up, YouTube? Make sure you tap into my Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. I'm going to be posting some exclusive content like this stuff right here that you didn't get to see on YouTube. So tap in with me on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Doing fairly well.
Okay. And so, are you homeless?
I'm a caretaker of my own, and I have struggled with the foundation of water and heat and closed doors and monuments of statute of limitations and neighborhood.
I get it. So long story short, you're unhoused right now. And so how old are you?
Well, I happen to be only 13.
13? Okay, you look a little bit older. How old are you in like human years? I need you to speak up just a little bit.
I was born in 1918 or something like that.
1918?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been homeless for a while. It's actually a Jew thing from a history of like global, or like what do we call it? Like I don't know. It's this thing that my dad, my mom, my uncle, and things like that have like totally come across.
So let me ask. Were you born in the 1980s or 1990s?
No, I was born in the 80s. 81 or something like that? I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, how long has it been that you've been homeless?
Well, I've been homeless for about since I was like 3 years old. And I started being homeless up in the south north, and I experienced a lot of snow. And they kind of took us to the West Keys. And when we went to the West Keys, they had a huge tornado splash or whatever I think it's called. And then when I got done with that, they gave up and put us in either Georgia, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, West Coast, Palm Beach.
So hold on. So let's backtrack, right? Okay. So obviously there's some type of mental illness going on.
No, it's just like a nation thing. Like I think there's like a lot of laws that I think there's a lot of laws in like bonding, like money wise, or like
So let me just stop you right here.
segregation.
Right? Let me stop you right here. What was it that happened to you that caused you to become like this? Because clearly you're having
Well, my
either a
parents
mental
don't own any
episode.
cars, they don't own any houses, they don't own like bills, things like that.
You say your parents? Did you grow up with both your parents in the household?
No, actually I didn't, because we do grow up in like a place like that or whatever, like, you know, a homeless shelter, you don't have to participate on your parents. You can participate on a social network, or you can participate on a, like, I don't know, one of those, like, babysitter kind of things.
So, right, I'm trying to, hold on real quick. Give me 1 second, big dog. What you need? Okay. I am, but I only have enough for her interview, and I think I might have wasted the $10 because she's kind of not really answering the questions a whole lot right now. Huh? So I tell you what, come on in, come on, join on it. Let's try to figure out what's going on. So how do you know this young lady, first of all?
I know Ashley because, to be honest, we both addicted to cocaine and crack cocaine, that is. You know, I'm a little hot and sweaty right now. I'm thirsty. I'll do an interview for you.
No doubt.
I'm gonna be honest with everything. I'm from Gary, Indiana.
So hold on, real quick. So I ask the question, right? So okay. So as far as this young lady is concerned, how long have you known her?
I know her since April of last year.
April of 2022?
Yeah, last
Or
year.
April of 2023?
Last year.
Okay, so April 22, okay.
Yeah, last year, but that's when I really started hanging out in Atlanta. But I met her in May of 2019.
Where did y'all meet at?
Down here, down the street at the windmill.
Okay, do you know how old she is?
Actually, I don't know. She just popped back up. She was gone for like probably 2 months, and everybody thought she was dead. And
Where'd you go, Ashley?
I told you I tried to travel a lot with Charlie Center State.
She told me she was living with this man, and that she got into it with him. She didn't like the way he acted. He was too clean, too nerdy, and all.
And so what about this guy that's behind us that she's with? Do you know him?
I don't know him. I'm pretty sure he's trying to pay her for sex, probably.
Is that what's going on? So these guys are like basically paying you for sex?
Well, I kind of don't. I don't know. I don't.
You gotta be honest with me.
I kind of don't. You know,
he's
belts on those kind of things.
He's too clean. He's too clean, so he's definitely got to do something.
Okay. So because we're sitting here trying to do the interview, brother, and she's having like a little bit of a. Well, not shy, right?
She's not shy at all.
She's hot.
No, she's not hot. She's playing games.
Okay, she's playing games?
She's not playing real good, too.
So basically you playing the game real good. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's the thing, right?
Trust you, I'll call y'all type of bitches, hoes, and
So here's the
motherfuckers.
thing. If you want to get the money for the interview, you're going to have to tighten up and keep it a buck, right? All this playing like you crazy stuff.
I'll take them out.
Well, you haven't given me anything yet. You've just been talking gibberish.
Yeah, I answered all your questions.
No, you didn't. So if you want to do the interview for real, we can do it. And I'll definitely give you the $10. Matter of fact, if you do a good enough interview, I'll give y'all 20. Y'all can all split it. Okay? But guess what I said? Okay, but cut the bullshit.
I don't want her to have something to do with my
All right?
I'm being honest, you know. I was honest from the jump.
Look, I got you. Don't worry about it. All right? All right, so let's restart, okay? Okay, so your name is Ashley. How old are you?
That's not my name. I do not get my information out like that. And T Street, I would like to say I'm out here, I'm having, and I don't.
How old are you?
I told you my age. I don't have to repeat on everything.
You said you was 13.
Huh?
You said you was 13.
Okay, exactly. So I finished it.
13. Ashley, why was less than that? 20-something years old.
Where are you from?
I told you I was from.
Look, man, this is the last chance, all right? It's Sunday. I didn't plan on doing the interview right now, but, I started to do
Ashley's addicted to crack cocaine.
I
She
get
sells her body. She's 20-something years old. I smoke drugs too. She sells her body for crack. And,
how much does she sell it for?
$10, $5, sometimes just a hit. You know, she's not 13 years old. She's 20-something years old, maybe older than that. But she's definitely not 13 years old. You know, I don't know why she would lie to y'all. Why she can't be honest with you. You know.
Why can't you be honest with us? I'm sorry?
I said I'm sorry, I'm out here in the baseball field.
Well, you can say what. So first, you can start by saying how old you actually are. You're 20. How old? 20 what? Or 30
I
what?
told you how old I was. There's no argument with that.
You said you're 13.
Okay then.
Okay. All right. Cool beans. And
What I
so.
would say is that you just take care of everybody else and cancel her out the interview and keep what you got and post that because this is show the world what not to be. She's lying to this man right here. She's asking this man for money, but she's lying to him. She got our money in jeopardy, which I hope this man still take care of me because I'm being honest from the beginning.
I got you, brother. You're going to be straight. You got to keep representing the money.
I was honest about everything. I think he should just cancel her and, you know.
So what's going on? Is it a mental episode that we're having right now, or are we high on crack? Or,
No.
Or are we just playing? You just
trying
to play me like I'm just, you know what I'm saying, like I'm new out here or something?
Hey, I don't know. This is your.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
See, you got all about the game, man. I put you through that. You ain't call the game no more. You already know what I'm talking about.
Give me 1 second, buddy. All right, so look, man, so okay. Okay, so this is interesting. This has turned into an interesting interview. So the long and short of it is this. So you appear to be about 20-something. I'm trying to figure out how you ended up out here. But you're not really answering the questions truthfully or whatever. Or you're having a mental episode or whatever it is. But let me be clear. You're not gonna get a dime from me unless you keep it a buck. If you don't keep it a buck, that's why I don't get money up front. Because you can just gibberish, walk away with my money, that ain't gonna happen.
She played too many games, so she's not gonna keep 100, you know. I'm being 100, you know, and to be honest, I don't have time for her games. She plays them all the time.
So she always do.
She gives people money. She don't do the services. She film. She have people mad at her, trying to put their hands on her.
So she be saying she's gonna have sex with dudes or do whatever.
She runs off the money,
and then she run off on the plug.
Yeah.
See, that's why I give you the money at first. You think I'm a dummy? She's a victim of what?
Drugs.
Oh, hold on, bro.
Somebody found her.
You already know what this is. This shit real.
A bad family life.
So you know her from?
She got caught up.
How old is she? I asked her. She said she's 13.
I'm 13.
How old is she?
I guarantee you. She gives me. I guarantee you.
19, 20?
You want to bet me a million on that?
Huh?
Bob.
Hold on, man. You gonna hold on?
Bet me a million and I get the truth out of it.
Oh, you get the truth out of her? How?
You got it from me.
Huh?
Y'all got it from me. On the game, bet, on that block bet. You don't lie?
You talking about what?
What? Okay, you don't remember me?
Nah, man.
I bet you a million.
I ain't got a million to bet.
See, I know you got a million.
So, okay. So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
She's
How long have you known her?
I've been on about 5 years.
About 5 years?
Yeah. And I'm in and out. I don't really just stay. I get a good grip.
Because they were saying, you say what?
I'm a black sheep.
You the black sheep of the family?
My family had money. Mama worked at Delta. Daddy worked at Lockheed.
So y'all was upper middle class, middle class. I get it.
I just was hard.
I got you, bro. I got you. So listen, so here's the thing.
Helping a lot of people that's out here with little cash I do make. You know, I do have.
I can dig it, man. So I mean, let me ask though. Ultimately, was you trying to have sex with her? Okay, so that's what it
Being
was.
unnoticed, a mental issue. And it's not really labeled mental.
Well, I get it, but is that what you're about to go do with her right now?
No, I'm about to go back around here and sit on my tail and drink my tea.
Check your big cool out.
And watch my father.
You see, if I want that really be my queen, man, she'll be my queen.
She'll be your queen? Well, make her be your queen then. She don't seem like she's doing nothing right now.
But anyway.
Okay.
I'm just surviving this thing. You'll see that, man. I ain't one thing I ain't gonna do nothing.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, no, I get it, man. So, okay, so basically you're not going to keep it above. You're 13 years old, and all this other fairy tale stuff you was talking about. But the truth is that basically... Yeah, I know. All right, so long story short is that, you know, you're out here, you're kind of addicted to crack. And, you know, you're selling yourself whatever, but then it sounds like sometimes you be playing guys and kind of taking their money without doing this stuff.
What does that matter?
Well,
she ain't got to do nothing but that shit.
we're being homeless. Because this is the type of behavior patterns that you exhibit.
She ain't got to. Hey, look.
You say what? I got you, man. Give me a second. I still got to finish my thing, all right?
Hey, say, Bob.
So wait, so hold on. You saying you don't know him?
No, but shit from there.
Hey, you give my $5 to him? I'm gonna say
No,
no.
I ain't
She
gonna
lied to you.
$5.
Nah, I said.
I ain't gonna take no $5. I don't take no $5.
Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna give it straight to you,
It's
man.
straight
Don't
up,
worry about that.
I don't need no $5. But
all right, so
I know.
so you don't want to.
Come on, okay, but I know.
So you don't want
to.
Okay, so I guess the shame of it is that, right? I'm sure at one point, you know, you was a regular enough. You seemed like you could have been, you know, pretty and everything else. You know, you have a natural beauty to yourself. But you know, you ended up out here addicted to crack and selling yourself. How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell you more than the channel goes through. It's not it's not an up and down thing. It's not. I don't do this outside.
You're outside right now.
But I don't do this outside. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's not really much.
All right. And so with my guy right here, you was about to go with him and go link up with him and do some you know, some sex or whatever.
Hey, Bob.
Okay. All right, man. Well, listen. All right. Well, this was definitely a different interview, but I don't mind it.